So here's my little panel that I'm doing with the soluble fabric. I've put some pieces of coloured organza, cut those out into flower shapes, and then around the edge I've got heart shapes in different tones of blue. I then put some mesh that's a little bit glittery, which is going to help me to hold everything together. It's a while since I've done this, so I'm just wanting to do belt and braces, as we say up north, to make sure that everything is held together when I dissolve this soluble fabric. That's the point of no return. And if you haven't attached everything, that's when you're going to get gaping holes, which I don't really want. So I'm just going to carry on with this a little bit longer. I'm doing a few more delicate stitches around here. I've still got some of the variegated thread that I tried to use earlier, and I'm struggling to remove it, and I don't really want to damage the soluble fabric, so I'm going to leave it, and if it's still visible, I'll figure something out. But it might be okay. It was a lovely colour. It was sort of purpley blues. It's a shame it didn't work, but there you go. Trial and error. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with this a little bit longer, and let's see if I can get some of these shapes to stand out a bit more. So off we go, just backwards and forwards, swirling round. Just going between the shape a little bit more. In fact, I do need to get rid of this little thread because I should have removed that. That's going to get in the way and snag. Always forget things when I'm busy nattering. Oops, there we go, that's off. So, sorry, wobbly camera. So let's carry on. And you can possibly see that I'm just going in between the petals of the flower. And again, just swirly or zigzag lines. I'm really just trying to create a grid to make sure that everything is going to hold together when it dissolves. That's the main thing with this. I mean, you can get some really beautifully delicate pieces that can be spoiled by having a huge hole in them. So, I mean, you can always revisit it, but it tends to remain a little bit sticky when it comes out of the water. And you want that because when you're putting it around a mould, it's good if it's a bit sticky because it will mould a bit better and adhere to itself. But then obviously if it's a bit sticky, it's difficult to put it then back through the machine. So it is swings and roundabouts. It's better to just try and make sure that you haven't got any gaps. Holding it up to the light as well helps. So I'll do that once I've finished it a bit more. But at the moment I'm just still meandering round here, there and everywhere. I might stop it a minute because it's touching the side of my machine, so I need to have a bit of leeway. That's better. And then just carry on a bit more and meander around. Quite therapeutic. It's been such a grotty day today, so I'm pleased I'm being able to do this. It's given me something to concentrate on because it's been so windy, raining. I think we've got a yellow weather warning as well around here, so it's potentially going to carry on being windy. It's blowing over my garden furniture. So it's nice being able to do something like this because it's just keeping me occupied while it's a bit grotty outside. So that's where we are at the moment. I'll come back to it shortly.